So what you just said makes me think about the second question, being in a situation. Like, I want to switch it up a bit in this question though. When you found yourself, and speaking to everybody, in a situation that wasn't favorable, what was the lesson you were able to learn from being that in that alignment?
Is it cool if I go?
Mhm.
Man. So, full disclosure, I am stubborn. I am a stubborn individual. Um, and with that being said, like I can get into a place sometimes where I want things just so. I want things my way. If it's not like this, then it's not gonna rock that way based on my personal beliefs and what I know. Um, I've been made to feel uncomfortable in a multitude of ways. In that regard, like I've been placed in living situations that I wasn't comfortable with. I've been placed in rooms I wasn't comfortable with. I've been placed in creative rather situations that were very uncomfortable, but afterward felt so good and so freeing. So I'll say something that I've learned in being uncomfortable situations, that discernment, right? That discernment to learn the difference between that uncomfortability and that it that I was just talking about. You know what I mean? Um, and as I've continued to grow and study self and pay more attention to, blaring, flashing warning signs and things, it's definitely planted those seeds for me, for sure. And that's my TED talk on that.
Popcorn.
Who are you
For
passing
sure.
it to today?
Mm. I'll shake things up a little bit.
Oh wait, hold
Supernatural.
on 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Wait, is that how we doing it? Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
I
Because
mean,
I
we
know,
could.
because I didn't know if we were still knowing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You set it, man.
Yeah, because Adrian, you keep messing me up because you keep forgetting, so I can stop. Well, I forgot. Let's go ahead.
You coming to me, you said.
Yeah, it's part of the beauty of it, right? To make things fun, to shake it up a little bit.
So I think when you found yourself in a situation that wasn't favourable, were you able to learn a lesson from being in that alignment? So yeah, what just came to mind for me was a job that I used to be in where I had this line manager and she wasn't very good at what she was doing. And it resulted in she wouldn't give me information that I needed, and then they tried to put me on a disciplinary for not doing something. And I'd moved to London and I was young and fresh and naive, and it was a big jump, and it was so stressful for me being in this situation with this individual. But what it led me to was praying a lot. So I would go in the toilets when I wanted to cry or knock her head off in anger. I'd go in the toilet and I'd pray. And that circumstance, even though the situation was horrible, it definitely showed me the power of prayer, because I was victorious in the end. And taught me, I think what I see with the younger generation as a youth worker and a mom is the risk aversion, is the sticking to things, and I think the fact that I was able to go into work every day, presenting well, doing my job to the best of my ability, positive and all that, the seeing it through, that was a lesson that I learned from it as well. And I learned it at a point in my life where it's carried me, so no matter how bad it may look, you've got to carry on standing strong and presenting no matter what. The instinct can be to curl up under your quilt and not do anything. And I think younger generations are kind of being taught that that's okay, but you don't grow from that. And I'm going to popcorn over to Synthonia. You're nodding.
I agree. I right, because question before I answer the question. When you say learn your to learn a lesson, does that mean that you have actively acted on what you perceived or what you took from the situation? Like, if I understand now something from that situation, but I still do the same thing, have I learned my lesson? Right? That's the question. Like, I really want to know, because it's the difference between. Because I feel like I always in any, I feel like I always get a lesson out of it. Not always I act on that lesson. Not all the time I take heed to the lesson that I learned. But I feel like I do always learn. Like, I always take something, sometimes even 2 or 3 things from a situation. Always. But some things, now I'm maturing now, because even some of the things that are harder, some of the harder lessons, I am like, all right, like, whatever, dang, it sucks, but it is what it is. And I'm like learning to, but up until this point, like, I only take the lessons that are easy to take and easy to incorporate, or easy to, you know what I'm saying, for me, honestly. So I don't know, like, to answer the question, I do take the lessons. It's just I do understand the lessons. I just decide when I want to take it.
You know what? That's like with music, right? We talked about it before. In certain phases of our life, lyrics to a song, we hear them and we have an understanding, but as we grow, we get an overstanding. So yeah, we know fire is hot, but we still play and touch it. But then we grow up, like, people that are older, if they get in a fight, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get you up out of there as quick as possible, because they're not trying to drag anything on. So that's what I got from when you said just now about, I'm only taking the easy lessons. And similar, for me, it's like, I used to party a lot. So much so we used to throw bus rides. My eldest brother, he moved to Florida, but when he was living in New York and Brooklyn, he was DJing pretty much almost every night of the week. So we could get in the clubs, and we're going in there 10, 15 deep bottles. We're not leaving Brooklyn till like the sun comes up. And sometimes I see that spill over into areas where I'm trying to break night. Like, I almost did it last night. I almost stayed up to watch the fight. And I said, you know what? I could see the full fight tomorrow. So that's what it looks like for me to learn that lesson, knowing like, okay, you know what? I'm not missing anything.
Mm-hmm. And there's seasons, aren't there, to that?
Yeah, 100%.
On my own journey, the Most High's kind of slapped me about a bit for some of my lack of gratitude when I was at my lowest and feeling really sorry for myself, because what the message I got was, I gave you what you wanted. You had what you wanted. You've had a good life. You know what I mean? You've partied. You've had these experiences, and just because you may feel a bit of embarrassment or shame or whatever, because now you're 35 and not 22, you had a great time, man. So let it go. So I think, like, there's seasons and reasons for things, and partying it up in your early 20s or whatever, or your late teens, is a great experience to have. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to do it forever. It's kind of what we talked about before. If you're 85 in the club doing that all the time, and you got responsibilities and stuff, then maybe you need to reassess your life. But then yet again, it all goes back to what we put meaning on, doesn't it? And I think what you said, Synthonia, about, if it feels if you feel you can accommodate the lesson, you'll accommodate it. That's something else that I've seen, is that it's just I keep getting the knock. It might take me 20 knocks at the door to go, all right, I'm going to follow that lesson now. You know what I mean? But I think that is life. I think the Most High in us, knows that we don't get it. Sometimes you need a few knocks and pushes and shoves and seeing it from different angles. And then you go, oh. But not doing it straight away isn't bad. It's part of the growth, isn't it? I think.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think so. It's part of it. It's all part of it.